Hi friends! Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and my friend Elle and I are here today to talk to you about some really great books that we think you might enjoy. Now, they don't have any kind of theme to them today, they're just books that I've read, and I think that you will really love them as much as I do, maybe even more. So the first one I'm really excited to show you today is called The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu. Let's just take a minute to look at how amazing this cover is. Look at how beautiful. I can hardly handle how beautiful this is. And there's also a map on the inside, which on my copy I have it as a separate card, but look at that cool map. Doesn't that just look so magical? So Marie Lu, that name might sound familiar to you because she is a really, really popular young adult author. She wrote the series, the duology Warcross. She wrote the Sky Hunters, which just came out. It's her newest book. She wrote the Young Elites. Really, really awesome author. She's a great person, and this is a book that came out, I believe, this past spring. So you may have missed it because of all the pandemic stuff that was starting to happen around that time, but I wanted to highlight it today to make sure you guys know how awesome it is. And this is actually her first historical fiction book, and it's about a girl named Nan Mozart. What? Mozart's sister. How cool is that? And she has a tremendous gift for music, just like her brother does. But unfortunately, because of the fact that she is a woman, she gets overlooked and her brother gets all the attention. And her father, who is kind of a jerk, has made it very clear that she is only going to be allowed to perform music until she's of the age where she can be married. So it doesn't look like, despite her hopes and dreams, that she has a future in music, which is what all she wants. All she wants to do is play music. Well, one day, a mysterious stranger appears from this weird land that she's never heard of before and offers to make all her dreams come true. But it comes at a price, as all magic does. So this is it's an amazing book. It's about magic, it's about music, and it's about the bond between a brother and a sister, and it's absolutely fantastic. And that is The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu. I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. If you're already a fan of this author, it's great. If you haven't read anything by her, this is a really great place to start. It's a standalone book. Absolutely fantastic. The Kingdom of Back. Next, I have Egg and Spoon by Gregory Maguire. Now, that author might sound a little familiar to you because he is actually the author who wrote Wicked, the book that the famous musical is based on. And I had no idea of that when I first started reading it, but I found out later on, and this book is absolutely fabulous. I really liked it because it showed me a lot of things about Russian culture that I didn't know, that I found really, really interesting. This is definitely one of those books that takes you away, takes you to a new place, which is in Russia, and it's absolutely amazing. It's so much fun. So what's it about? Well, it actually reminds me a lot of that story, The Prince and the Pauper, if you've ever heard of that. In that story, a poor boy and a prince who look almost identical trade places because they want to know what the other's life is like. The poor boy gets, to go and live as a prince and has food and security, and the rich boy goes and gets to experience the freedom of being on their own, basically. So this book is kind of similar to that. It's about a girl named Alina who lives in the Russian countryside and is very, very poor. Their mother is dying and she doesn't have any food and she's starving and it's cold and it's awful. And then one day this train appears in their small village carrying this family, which includes a girl from a noble family who are going to visit the Tsar in Moscow. So shenanigans happen. Alina ends up getting on the train, and the noble girl ends up getting off the train, and it is very much a story of mistaken identity. There is also a prince in the story who is in disguise. There is a monk locked in a tower, and best of all, the story has Baba Yaga, who is one of my favorite witchy characters in folklore, and she is awesome in this book. This book is absolutely just so much fun from start to finish. I know it's big. It's a long book, but it goes really fast. Like, you will not believe how fast you will read this because it's just really gripping. It's really engaging. It's absolutely fantastic. And that is Egg and Spoon by Gregory Maguire. Well, that's what we have for you guys today. I hope that they sounded really interesting and fun. If so, please feel free to put them on hold and pick them up at the Farmington Community Library. You can do that through our curbside service, or you can do that while you actually come into the building during our open hours and pick them up then. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful rest of your day.